Do you like to read books? Well, if you do, then you probably have heard of our next superstar Revitalixir guest. We're talking about none other than the vibrant and the energetic Barbara Taylor Bradford. She's not just a novelist, oh no. She's a maestro weaving tales of substance and passion.
The great novelist Barbara Taylor Bradford.
She's the OG British-American storyteller that's been dazzling readers since 1933.
People will come up to me and say, Barbara, tell me, how do I write a best-selling novel? If you set out by thinking you're going to write a bestseller and become rich and famous, then it won't happen.
She's hitting 90 and still radiating timeless charm. You're probably wondering how Barbara can stay this vivacious and colorful at a whopping 90 years old. Well, you've come to the right place. In this video, we're going to be discovering Barbara's zesty secrets to turning back time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more Revitalixir recipes. Information on everything we've discussed will be in the description below. Now, Barbara busted onto the scene in '79 with her debut masterpiece, A Woman of Substance, and guess what? It's still selling like hotcakes. 35 million copies and counting. But little did she know, this was just the beginning in her incredible literary journey. Fast forward through the years, and Barbara's pen has been on fire, churning out a whopping 39 novels that have conquered both sides of the pond. Talk about a writing marathon. And guess what? She's not showing any signs of slowing down. In 2020, she dropped In the Lion's Den, followed by the 2021 hit Men of Honor. How is she doing all this at the advanced age of 80-something? It's like she's got a secret bottomless well of creativity and energy that never runs dry. Now let's talk age. Barbara has a fantastic philosophy. Age is just a number. We've all heard that before, but for Barbara, it really is just a number. At 70, she was mocking age by saying, "What's a number? I feel 30 inside." And then at 81, twinkle in the eye, well, she's feeling a spry 49. It's this kind of attitude that deserves that standing ovation. I know you're wondering, how the heck does she look so young at the age of 90? Well, Barbara tells us her secrets to staying youthful. 4 of them to be precise. And if you stay until the end, we'll even show you what her meal plan looks like. You are what you eat, so if I were you, I wouldn't want to miss this. Number 1. Self-care mindset. Now the lady is all about self-love. Everyone ages slightly differently, but Barbara likes to work on it. She likes to look good for herself and for her late husband, who sadly passed away several years ago after a whopping 56 years of marriage. It's an extremely sad time in her life, and she felt like half of herself had been taken away. It's still incredibly difficult for her, but she takes it in strides. Imagine that kind of love story. Now, Barbara doesn't take any other medications other than some vitamins and supplements. If you think there's some sort of wonder pill, sorry to disappoint you. She also takes great care of her skin. It's the first thing people see when they meet you, so having clear and bright skin in the face, especially around your eyes, is incredibly important. Ladies, listen up. Barbara always takes off her makeup at the end of the night. Sleeping with your makeup on is one of the worst things you can do to your skin. Then after taking off her makeup, she cleanses her face and always applies a light moisturizer before she heads to bed. She admits to having some Botox in her forehead, but that doesn't take an ounce off of her incredible appearance at the sprightly age of 90. Number 2. Exercise. We all know that exercise is one of the best things you can do for your body, but it's also the most difficult to do. Now, for Barbara, she got hit with a major truth bomb when she stumbled upon a book called Get Up, written by a doctor. It terrified her because it speaks about the detrimental effects of sitting down to someone's health. And of course, as a writer, Barbara was always glued to her chair and desk. After reading that book, Barbara knew she had to shake things up. So, what did she do? Well, she made sure that she gets her steps in every single day. She has her lunch standing up, and she sets a timer to remind her to take a walking break every hour of working. Turns out, sitting for long periods of time slows down the metabolism, throwing a wrench into the works on the body's ability to regulate its blood sugar, blood pressure, and stops it from breaking down body fat. So, let's follow Barbara's lead and get up, shake those legs out, and show your metabolism some love. Number 3. A good night's sleep. Barbara's bedtime routine is legendary, and everyone should pay attention to it. She is in bed no later than 11 p.m., no exceptions. She'll be up at 6 a.m. if she's in the middle of writing a book, which, let's be real, is most of the time. On the rare moments she isn't working on a book, she'll wake up no later than 7 a.m. Barbara emphasizes good quality sleep because she knows that a quality shut-eye is the secret sauce for memory consolidation, cognitive functions, and emotional regularity. Plus, it's the elixir of life for seniors, boosting immune function, slashing chronic disease risks, and bringing a truckload of other benefits. Number 4. Diet. Now, for Barbara's culinary kingdom, she's definitely got this right if she's looking like that at 90. Let's take a peek at her meal plan, to keep her mind and body in tip-top shape. Here are her 5 foods she can't live without. First up is the liquid gold, coffee. Barbara swears by coffee for keeping her mind sharp and active. Caffeine in coffee works by blocking sleep-promoting receptors in your brain called adenosine receptors. It can also help improve your memory and your brain function. Now, we've all heard of green tea being the antioxidant powerhouse, but did you know that coffee actually has even more antioxidants than green tea? Yeah, I know, it's hard to believe, but it's true. The antioxidants in coffee help to reduce inflammation and prevent cell damage in the body caused by free radicals. These nasty little floating molecules of digested food, pollutants, and radiation can cause the body to age quicker, and these antioxidants are your saviors. Just a heads up though, moderation is the name of the game here. Too much caffeine can increase your heart rate, giving you insomnia and even nausea. Next on her list is steamed green vegetables. Barbara says that in order to get the most out of your leafy delights, you should have minimal cooking time, temperature, and liquids. This will help to retain the vegetable's natural vitamins and minerals that are beneficial for your body. A common method is to boil your vegetables, but did you know that by boiling your veg, minerals like potassium, phosphorus, calcium, magnesium, iron, and also zinc can be reduced by up to 60 to 70%. The best way, according to Barbara and scientists alike, is by steaming. By steaming your veg, you preserve the vegetable's nutrients. Barbara's all up for it, especially when it comes to having these vibrant green sidekicks accompany her tasty fish recipes. Next on the menu, you guessed it, is fish. Barbara's top choice for protein. She loves a good sole, a sea bass, maybe some haddock, cod, and that delicious salmon. She has a scrumptious recipe for each one of them. Low on fat, but sky high on protein, these fishy delights are loaded with vitamins B6, B3, and the almighty B12, which can support bone health and fortify the immune system. They also help to maintain cholesterol, as fish is known to have less LDL cholesterol, the so-called bad cholesterol. Not only that, fish being high in glutamine can also combat inflammation. By the way, if you haven't seen our video on anti-inflammatory foods yet, we'll put the link to that video in the description below. A good fish and chips is hard to resist. Even Barbara eats this English delight on occasion. However, on a regular day, she would practice clean eating by cooking her fish either steamed or saute it with a little touch of olive oil. It's time to talk about fresh seasonal fruits. Barbara, being the weight-conscious wonder she is, skips the desserts and opts for a fruit salad instead. Strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, and cherries are her absolute favorite when they are in season. Apples and bananas are also her go-to snack year-round. After all, who needs a slice of cake when you've got nature's candy at your fingertips? Now let's head to the meteor realm. We've discovered Barbara's soft spot for lamb. Even though she's not a red meat fanatic, when winter comes around, she's always reminded of the legendary lamb stew her mom served her during the war. And now she lovingly replicates this lamb stew whenever the weather outside gets a little bit brisk. She says that liquidy, slow-cooked stew is the way to her heart during the cold, wintry seasons. Just like her mom, her choice of meat for this stew is the shoulder and the neck cuts from the butcher. Sprinkle in a bit of flour to coat the lamb and brown the meat to lock in the flavor. Next, a medley of vegetables like carrots, onions, and celery, better known as mirepoix to all you seasoned chefs out there. Pair it with her homemade chicken broth and simmer it on low for several hours and you've got yourself a decadent, nutrient-packed lamb stew. For the grand finale, we learned that Barbara's mind is as resilient as her taste buds. Retirement? No, not in her vocabulary. With a self-care and a healthy mindset, this literary legend plans to keep penning her tales one delightful dish at a time. Will you try out Barbara's lamb stew recipe? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and remember, with a dash of effort and a pinch of self-care, you'll be rocking that youthful glow for years to come.